All right, people, give me a couple of minutes to make a cup of tea, comb my hair, sort out a couple of things. 2 minutes, and then we'll be rocking in the free world. Yeah. Ta-da. Good morning, the start of a new week. Oh, good Lord! Let's have a nice, relaxed, chill stream. Really, let's have a nice, relaxed, chill stream. I want to thank everyone who's been doing my little YouTube glitch. There is a YouTube glitch, and if YouTube don't fix it, YouTube's over. Because using that little technique I've been telling you to do. Now I haven't been doing it exactly right. You're meant to get all the trending stuff that day. So I'm really meant to go to YouTube trending, make a big list of all the new trendings and use that as my block of text. However, my my analytics show me that I've been getting about 30% more people checking out the channel. They're not staying, but you must have been noticing new people here, and a load of new people over the last week or two where we've been doing it. PewDiePie is going to end up looking like a small channel, and he'll be looking like a small channel to companies that haven't even uploaded content. I'm not joking. I will share this video with you, the glitch video. I might even show you today because this is going to be a chill stream. We are going to take it easy. I've just noticed how loud I talk on here. And yesterday, when we done the private streams, which I'm just about to make public, by the way, sorry, should have done that. Everyone whispers, everyone. And I'm not calling them out for that, you idiots. But it's because they don't do this. They're like this. All right, mate, how's it going? And I'm like, yeah, you need to speak up a bit. Oh, sorry, is that better? Is that better? Sorry, I have to have a look at the occasional, because it's a Monday. Yeah, they're like that. All right. And I'm like, no, you need to speak up. Oh yeah, sorry, how's that? And I'm like, look, have you noticed how loud I'm talking? Can you hear how loud I am? That's what you need to do. Son of me popped in. Lovely to see you, son. he accidentally he said he accidentally got out of there, but I reckon he just thought loads of people are looking at me and I've had enough of this. Ledden got in. Should have put more gain on your mic. Should have listen, this is how you need to do it. Hello. But let me just make them public. Oh, hang on, I'm going to mute the mic for. Oh, I'll tell you what, people. You know Simon Webb, History Debunked. He made a great video yesterday. Hang on. We'll have a look at it. We'll have a look. Now we have already commented on his finding oysters in his throat occasionally, but yesterday's. I mean, put your fingers in your ears if you're not a fan of Simon's oyster fishing. Hang on, let me just find it. We don't want to watch too much of it. Hang on. This will be worth it. I mean, come on, Simon, reshoot it.
War is no real peace. That lives matter. Honestly thought it was.
All right, this will be worth it.
Yeah, this is a bad unconnected human rights rise, which co-hosts or
stay with me, people. I should have got a timer. I should have got a timestamp on it. Maybe it weren't that video. Hang on, maybe it weren't that video. Hang on, this is worth it. All right, videos. Hang on, if I go to my history, that doesn't work. I watched that, enjoyed that. Good Lord, I spent too much time watching videos yesterday. No, it's not there, cheeky bleeder. Cheeky bloody bleeder. Sounds like something my old man would say. You cheeky bloody bleeder. What one was it? Maybe that one. I don't remember watching that one. Ah, bollocks! I wasted too much time. I'll find it later. Okay, so what am I gonna do? Yeah, there is that, Michael. I will. You're right, Rags. Let me sort out. It's the Jemima Saliva says it's a Scandinavian one. Imagine you knowing that. Did I watch that a couple of days ago? Oh my God, you know it. It was as well. Good call. Hang on. Because I remember it was quite early on in the video. Ah. It ain't. Not the Scandinavian one. Oh, hang on. This isn't the greatest start to the video. It ain't the Scandinavian one. Are you sure? Wasn't that one? Maybe it was the effect of women in the workplace. Nah, bollocks. If someone can find it, you know what I'm talking about. If someone can find it and give me a timestamp and what video it is, I would really appreciate it, because it's a shocker. Poor old Simon. I can't. I couldn't find it on the scan. Give me a time. Give me. Help us out. It's Monday morning. Now, but people telling me what video it is. I need a timestamp. Dennis, don't play it. Just kill him instead. Oi, Cold Shia, leave it out. I'll go 10. I've still got an hangover. This is what it's. Oh, leave it out, please. This is. Oh, come on, help us out. It is Monday. It is. I'm still feeling ropey as you can imagine. It's just not abating. I done 3 streams yesterday, and they were great actually. Good Lord, I didn't have it in me to do the evening one. No, my days. I nearly did. I started setting up the graphics and that, and I just thought, what are you going to offer these people? What really are you going to do? Just go, and I dropped it out. I'm just going to make those private streams back so you can check them out. It's quite nice to see the old scrubs. There you go, Bosch. There you go. Hang on, Scrubs. That is now public. You can now see that, you lucky bleeders. They're nice as well. They're really nice. Nice to hear other people have a chat. I try and sort of pull back a bit. Steady. I try and not dominate the conversation, because that's not really what they're about. But they were good fun. It was nice. We had a good turnout as well. Certainly in the Explorers one, of which there are more people. Okay, so that's them both done nicely. Okay. All right. I'm on that. Let me get out. Let me sort out the Twitch. I have actually got some things to talk about. Morning. Oh, you just got that, did you? Is that, well? Maybe that's because I just made it public. So that is. Yeah, we're going to circle back on Simon Webb's oyster farming. Is over, don't know, keeping him company, always nice. Let me just sort that out. But even Twitch is weird. Even Twitch, I get sometimes like 30 people watching, 30 new people watching. It's lovely. It's nice game in the system. I'll show you the game in the system video. And I'm telling you now, if YouTube don't sort it out, this little algorithm problem they've got, there'll be no small channels left. There'll be no small channels left on. I know it's unpleasant, isn't it? There'll be no small channels left on YouTube. And by small, I mean anyone under like 500,000. I'm serious. And this is what concerns me. Is it a mistake? Or are they just doing this because they want? Yeah, sorry, Moslab. I thought everyone could thought that, but it is quite funny when Simon does it. He's got. I don't know why he doesn't just record it again. Right, that's Twitch sorted out. I don't know. I think look. Basically, people. Basically, there's a way of gaming the algorithm at the moment. Proven. There are channels that are getting more views than PewDiePie, and they don't even upload any content. And I'm thinking that they're doing it deliberately because they want YouTube to be a corporate platform. This is the biggest bait and switch you ever seen. You know, hey, build us up. Hey, everyone out there, build us a platform. Build us a platform. Go on, upload anything you want. Anything you want. There's no rules. There will be later, but you know, we need the platform built. And then now it's built. Now it's, you know, YouTube is the second biggest search engine after Google. YouTube is the second biggest search engine. It's a fucking video hosting platform. And people go there. Now, my missus is moving to Phnom Penh today, so inevitably she was going to call me. Now she's going to get the... Hello, love. Darling, me make video. No problem. Show me. Show me. Are you in your new house? Wow. Wow. Hello, Mai. Bye. Oi. Amazing, huh? You like it? What? Hey, no problem. I'll talk to you later. Bye, darling. I love you. Bye. I'm so glad she's moved into Phnom Penh. Yeah, they're gonna get rid of all the smaller players. And again we end up in a situation much like the GameStop thing, much like the big tech thing, much like the Biden administration thing. This is the era of the illusion. This is the era of the simulation. This is the era of, you know, everything is a bait and switch at government level, at high-end level. Hey, YouTube, well, us tube, but you know. Hey, trade shares, well, until it costs us money. You know, it's just incredible. It's incredible what's going on. And it really is coming to the surface. It's what a time, what a time. And when I say what a time, I don't mean that in a negative. I'm not like, oh, you know, it's all collapsing. What I mean is it's all collapsing. This isn't going to hold up. People ain't going to take this for the simple reason you can't. They are asking people, they are requesting of people to hold two contradictory thoughts at the same time. That is what they want people to do. And you can't do it. It sends you mad. That's cognitive dissonance. Yeah, it's this. Oh, actually, it's this. But experience and analysis tells me it's this. But the media says it's this. Welcome to schizophrenia. Right, let's get this grift on. It's been the shittest week ever in donations. I'm getting emails all day long saying this has been some of the best content I've ever seen from your channel. See, we're back to the illusion. We're back to the illusion. We're getting the best content I've ever seen, and I'm skint. Thanks. I blame YouTube. I blame YouTube. I blame the hedge funds. It's the hedge funds that are screwing me. Although I am going to get that OBS sorted out this week. Okay, nice one, Jemima Saliva. Nice one. Now, I know not everyone's going to be happy about this. Right, there you go. I'll hold that there for a bit later. Right, sorry, let me get this grift on. Oh, they're going to tell me I need a code. It's unusual, is it? Yeah. By the way, people, when that American markets opens, I am buying GameStop. Yeah, I'm doing it. I am buying GameStop the minute those markets open. I'm going to spunk the rest of the money I put into my free trade into GameStop the minute the markets open. You take a risk, you get a slap in the balls. And that's my financial advice. I'll tell you what, my hangover though, good Lord, 2 days. When I was streaming yesterday, it went, and I was thinking, yes, You just need to get your blood flowing a bit. You need to get your heart pumping a bit. You need to be engaging a bit. And then about an hour after the stream, I was just crashed out on the sofa going, Lord, help me. Please, Lord, I will never do it again. All right, what have we got going here? What did we end up with yesterday? That's nice enough, isn't it? There's nothing wrong with that. Maybe we'll make it a bit longer. I think everyone prefers the Farton, don't they? That's more like it. You can't beat the original. Yeah, that's probably what the problem's been. People being conned by it. Oh my God, look at that straight away. Shell Bobs, Shell Bobs. How are you, Shell Bobs? You're all right. But you didn't get one of these, so this is for you. Yeah, more like it. Tony Sanchez has has given me 10, he's given me a cockle for a Lindater fix. I haven't had a Lindater for about 2 weeks, Tony, but you still deserve this. I am going to get one today, though. It's a Monday thing, really, isn't it? Chocolate. I love a Lindater. Give me a 1. Thank you, Tony, and thank you, Cheryl Bobs. That's very encouraging. Give me a 1 in the chat if Lindater is your favourite chocolate. Never in my life did I think Shell Bobs, wife of Dr. Jimmy, would ever say most delightful. 42 years after the event. Most delightful. Delightful. Look at that. Look at all those ones. They absolutely love the Lindater. Absolutely brilliant. The day hangover I've heard uttered by 30-something peers, though yet to experience. The day, 3 days sometimes, Dennis. Motorway to Roswell, you didn't look 100% to be fair, but I didn't want to be rude and bring it up yesterday. That's because my blood was made of gin. Roswell, I can take the truth, mate. I can take the truth. If it was just out of the blue, if it was just a normal week where I've been eating well, sleeping well, and you said to me, you look rough as shit, mate, then I wouldn't be so happy. But after the Gindater, it would have been, oh no, I can't stand those fries things. Oh, it was a typo, was it, Dennis? Oh, Urban Durban. Yeah, the red ones. The red ones, though. Good Lord. It's like a little ball of bastard. No, you can poke your Bourneville. Anyway, this is early doors. Hello, Mega Essex Boy. Good to see you. To see you good. No, Dennis meant the day gangover. I don't know what you're talking about this morning, Dennis. I don't know what you're what. How many typos can you get in one sentence? You've corrected yourself 6 times. And then he's giving himself an F. Tell him, Mouse Cat. Pang, pang, finished. Yeah, the red ones. Good lords. Hang on a minute. I know not of the animal shapes in gold foil Lindater. Whoa, hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Let's just have a look at Dennis's absolute inability to type. He's typing with his elbows. I think we should have a look at all of them. Right, let's have a look at Dennis. So he started talking about Lindater. And let's get his first one. Right, here we go. Right, hang on. Let's just follow the journey of Dennis's comments. Oh, sorry, Tony. I haven't even done it, have I? Right. Hello, people. All right there. Now, the entropy link is in the description, but you can support this channel using the super chat, which is the $ at the bottom of the YouTube chat, or, and preferably, you can use entropy, and then you don't give Susan anything. Neil, Nada, Nish, Nat. Nat was a homemade one. Entropy link is in the chat now, but it is in the description right at the top there. So I usually say I'm quite happy to stream twice a day and take time out of my in real life job. But lately I haven't been. While we're being honest. Anyway, don't ever put chocolate in the microwave. I put chocolate in the freezer, mate. I put it in the freezer. It's like sweet glass. Oh. Anyway, let's get back to nice call, Tony. Thank you for reminding me about that. All right, let's have a look at Dennis's chats. All right, let's have a look at what Dennis said. This was good. Right, he started off. I'm mates with Dennis. He can cope with this. He started off with the day hangover I've heard uttered by 30-something peers, though yet to experience. The day hangover is a weird one. And then a little bit later, he said, hang on, a little bit later, he said, the two dagover I've heard uttered by 30-something peers, though yet to experience. Everyone keeping up? Then he said, oh, forget it. But he didn't. He come back for more. He then said, I meant the day gangover, which that cleared it up for everyone, of course. And then he went, 2 day. And then that was the end of that. That was the end of that. He absolutely knocked it on the head. Good call, good call, good call. I've just got another entry which is bloody lovely. I'll put them all on the screen in a minute rather than doing ones. When there's a list I'll put them all on. It was good, wasn't it? It was appreciated. Exactly. Exactly. Broken Silence is asking for content. Yeah. Monday morning. That's a bit of an ask, Broken Silence. You know how it works. Sometimes round here we just it's just a bit of a chat. Hello, European House wife. How are you today? John Francis there, barely able to get his head round English. He's going for a bit of Italiano. Lovely, lovely. Illuminatus wants me to change the format. Tony is connecting the appearance of young Dennis to his inability to articulate. And Mr. Sanchez has also changed his avatar. Look at that. No messing about. That was very kind of you, Broken Silence. Oh, okay. Everyone seems in quite a good mood today. And again, it's cheered me up. Again, look, again, I feel about 80% better than I did when I started the stream. So how nice. I have not seen the price of silver. What's happening to silver? Let's have a look. Oh, good Lord, here we go. Now I'm glad I sold all mine. Oh, it looks like there's a squeeze on then. That'll be the Redditors looking at buying silver. Got to pay VAT in England though. It would appear that Wall Street Bets is looking at, you've got to buy a lot of silver to change that price though. Yeah, maybe they can pull it off. I mean, what is there? 3 million of them? You're gonna have to buy a fair amount. And are they naked? No one's naked short selling silver except for Jim Diamond. hello, motorway to woe as well. Problem is you've got to pay VAT on it, so you're already looking at 20%. I mean, if it flies, okay, but you know, if you're going to buy grand's worth of silver, you've already got to pay another 200 quid on top of it, and it's like fucking hell. Although you can get second-hand silver, so What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Good call, good call, good call. Well, that's what your silver's always about. It's always about the ratio to gold. You know, there's not a lot of gold in the world. You know, if you were to get all the gold in the world, I think if I remember rightly, it would make a cube, which would be about something like 30 meters by 30 meters by 30 meters. That's it. Let's see if I can get the exact numbers. How much gold in the, well, above ground? By size. There's a way of doing it. There's a way of doing it. Hang on. And of course, these are all estimates, but it's quite interesting. Yeah, I'll check this out. Check this out and picture this, right? So think about gold, you know, your bullion, those, you know, those big ones must be about 100 kilos. You know, the ones you see in the movies with the angled sides. Because a kilo of gold is that. It's an iPhone. Well, it's not an iPhone, but a kilo of gold is about the size of an iPhone. Really, no shit. So Warren Buffett, who knows a thing or two about money, he says the total amount of gold in the world above ground could fit into a cube with sides of, just like I said, 20 meters. So 20 meters up, 20 meters wide, and 20 meters the other one, length. That's it. Do you know what I mean? You could put that in the middle of a football pitch and still play a game around it. That's all the gold in the world above ground. 20 by 20 by 20. I wonder if there's a visual. I wonder if there's a visual of that. I will deal with those entropies. Thank you, Kit Kat. But I'll do them all at once. So, and I am going to get it. So I'm going to buy this week. When you do an entropy, it's going to come up on the screen like a super chat. So happy days. I wonder if there's a visual with something to relate it to. Hang on a minute. I'd expected something a bit better than that. You need something to relate it to. I need something. Oh, you muggy cunts. That was a bit much for a Monday morning, wasn't it? Well, there you go. Basically, that's it. Here, I've got it. I've got one. I've got a good one. So if you want to see, thank you, Colchia. If you want to see all the gold in the world, let's see if we can get a nice big picture. And this is above ground. Who knows how much there is underground? Right, hang on. Oh, there's a few of them. Come on. Oh, this is a good one. Right, all the gold in the world above ground. Now, this does play a little bit on humans' misunderstanding of a cube, because we tend to see the edges. But have a look at this. It's quite mind-blowing. And if you've got a gold ring or any gold jewelry, when I first saw this, I had a kilo of gold. That's why I was looking into it. Fucking thing. If I'd have kept hold of that, mate, Jesus. But I had to sell it to buy some smack. Nice. But have a look at this. Lovely. This one's perfect. So there you go, people. You've got a little detached property there. You can see the little side bit. There's your garage, right? There's some little bod who weirdly has got his sofa in the front garden, in the pavement. That is all the gold above ground. Now, be honest with me. Give me a 1 in the chat if that has surprised you. Give me a 1 in the chat if that has surprised you. That is all the gold above ground. Don't be a clever bastard and go, well, I obviously knew it was that, you know, it wouldn't be so. Come on, yeah, thank you for people being half honest. Well, all honest. That's mad, isn't it? That is it. You can see why it's pricey, can't you? That is all the gold estimated, obviously, because people lose gold and, you know, people have, you know, even the Brinks Mat stuff, still a load of that's missing. Yeah, I bet it's missing. I wonder who's going to go and dig that up when they get out of prison. But that is all the gold in the world. It has got a car on top. Look at that. Neil Christie, never get into investing, mate. Because if you're looking at a slab of gold that big and you notice the car, you ain't got an eye for this. Mad, isn't it? Absolutely mind-blowing. Mind-blowing, isn't it, really? You lost your gold on a fishing trip. What am I missing there? Pagan reckons it'll fit under the Eiffel Tower. Manny Moo reckons that's where he'd park his gold. Park his car. Broken Silence is being really shitty today. What's going on, Mr. Silence? Good Lord. I do apologise. Oh, I think the other 201 people are having an interesting... It's Monday morning. How much is it worth? That's an interesting question. Let's have a look at that. How much is all the gold in the world worth? I mean, it's going to keep changing because the price fluctuates. But if we assume a price of 1,250 per troy ounce, and gold is measured in troy ounces, well, precious metals are, that works out $40 a gram. And with 1 metric ton of gold as an approximate value of 64 mil. Go on, let's have some guesses. No Googling. No Googling. Hello, Harry. Someone had to. No Googling. How much is all the gold in the world? You've got 5 seconds. Anyone who says anything after that, it doesn't count because you've Googled it. 5 seconds, go. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Stop. We've already had 30 grand, Tito. 1 Dogecoin. It is 7.5 trillion. 20 bill, good Lord. 7.5 trillion. Wow. Now, the question we need to ask, why is everyone being so shitty this morning? Couldn't give a shit. Couldn't give a damn how much. All right. Palmer nearly got it. Steve said free Bitcoin. Well, there's an interesting thing regarding Bitcoin and gold. There's an interesting relationship. Now, why is gold expensive? Why is it more expensive than silver, even when silver is used more in manufacturing? Silver is used in iPhones, silver is used in laptops, silver is used in industry far more than gold. Dennis. Couldn't give a shit. Can you talk about something else? You're all right, Broken Silence. So was I, son. Hello, Matthew. Very kind, very kind. And much appreciated on this day where I seem to be getting a few fucking slaps around the face with a wet fish. It's not because gay people buy it, Dennis. It's a good try. It's a good try. Well, it comes down to two things: scarcity, rarity, and also the amount of work that goes into getting it out the fucking ground. It's very, very interesting. Yeah, much like silver, people don't tend to mine silver or gold anymore. They get lucky. They mine other stuff, and they're like, hang on a minute, look at this, look what we found here. I mean, markets regulate value, but it's a very interesting thing. Gaffney is right to point out, if we take inflation into account. I mean, if I was to turn up and say, "Oh, Mr. Gaffney, I'll give you 4 guineas. I'll give you 4 guineas for your 2 grams of gold." And there you go. And platinum, yep, and the likes of palladium as well. I bought some platinum once, but when you buy silver, you get a big old lump of it. When you buy platinum and palladium and gold to an extent, it's like a key ring. And you're like, oh. Good point. Good point. It needs saying occasionally that they are as hard. There you go. Quite a hilarious question from Neil. Right. While we're here, I think it's time we've done these, which is very kind of you all. How much is a gold finger worth? That's tickled me. That has tickled me. Right, don't worry. I have still got a few things to show you. I'm not just winging this. Not really. Hang on. Couple of entropy donations. Let's have a look at these bad boys. Colchia drops in £3 and he says, Côte d'Or is fantastic chocolate. The Brits are very defensive when I claim we have superior chocolate in Belgium. Yeah. I went out to Belgium once years ago when I was with that bird from Ghent. And what I loved about the Belgium chocolate is in the supermarket, the chocolate was like just stacked up in these big piles. And it was almost like Eastern Bloc, very basic wrapper. And it was sort of like, you go to the supermarket, you get your basics, you get your tea, your coffee, can of beans, bread, lump of chocolate. It's just standard fare. All the Belgians put one of these big blocks of chocolate in their thing. And who can't like a culture that does that? Shame they speak Simon Webb's language, Flemish. Kit Kat Murphy out of the blue with a quick thrice. Been lurking for a while. Love the content. Nice one, Kit Kat Murphy. That's appreciated. Clark's Undercover Army, high ranking, inner sanctum, drops a cockle, says happy Mondays, Scrubs rising. Nice one, Clark's Undercover Army. Tony Sanchez with his flash new avatar, which in the Scrubs chat looks excellent, but when made small on the screen like that, looks completely weird. He drops a cockle and he says, here's something for your Linda to fix. Nice one, Tony. I am going to get a Linda today as well. So that is, and everyone, that's really much appreciated. Really much appreciated. Right, let's do that. Let's do that. Right. Now, we all know that, imagine Mega Essex Boy out there in New Zealand, crack of dawn or late at night, I can't work it out, and he's having a little shimmy. How do you dance, Mega Essex Boy? What's your what moves you got? No, Tony looks great there. But when it shrunk a little bit, he looked a bit like Lurch from the Addams Family, or the other one, the Munsters. I don't know. No, it's looking great, man. And don't forget, I've seen what you look like, so I can put two and two together. No, I love Belgium. It's one. I had one of the greatest holidays of my life. I went on a cycling holiday around Europe and stayed in Belgium for about 6 weeks in love. If you haven't seen that video, it's in my back catalogue, and it's called something like the Romance of the Young Heart or something, and it's all about my time in a lady. I mean in Ghent. People talking about Ripple. Yeah, I will be buying Ripple as soon as I get a bit of cash to spare, for sure. And I will be buying GameStop today if I can find a way to actually do it. Why not? Look, I'm not giving you financial advice, but if you've got AMC or Nokia, just hodl. Don't get rid of it yet. No need. You ain't lost a penny until you sold it. I'm just telling you what I'm doing. I'm keeping hold of my AMC, and I'm keeping hold of my Nock as well. Now, Marzipan, have you ever been to Belgium? It's fucking beautiful. Brokeback Belgium. Belgium is beautiful. It is almost like the perfect European city. I mean Ghent. I'm talking about Ghent in Belgium. Yeah, hold the AMC without a doubt. You're mad if you don't. Yeah, oh Matthew. They're also saying it's now racist. I mean, what? They went there. It's white supremacy, is it? How can it be white supremacy taking down the largely white hedge funds? It's just absurd. Yes, now I have heard that Belgium is now somewhat no longer European, basically. Yeah, this is what I'm hearing, and it's heartbreaking. Thank you, Alt Rock Lover. We'll deal with that in time. Yeah, I thought Ghent was just pure Europe. I mean, you got to remember, I went there 32 years ago, and it was just pure. It was heaven. What a terrible shame. What have they done to Europe, these fuckers? History will never forgive them. We'll get it back. We'll get it back. Don't worry about that. We got nowhere else to go. European people haven't got anywhere else to go. You know, trust me on that. And look, I'll make a prediction to you now. I will make a prediction to you now. The shares are called Knock. Just buy Knock. They'll be listed as Knock. Listen. This is what happens. This is a really dodgy thing to say, so I'm going to somewhat encrypt it. Places like Belgium, which will be the first to fall, and France, they will then become a third world hellhole. All right, don't do yourselves up in the chat, and don't do me up in the chat. But once they have been completely ruined, once the white flight has occurred, once the money dries up, once the welfare dries up, once the healthcare dries up, once there's no street lights, they'll all fuck off home, because they're only there for all that. They want, much like all humans, they actually want to be around their own people. You know, people like me are outliers. We're like 1 in a million, and they'll just abandon it, and then we can move back in and fucking put a lick of paint on the walls and get the electricity working again. That is at worst. That's at the worst turnout. There's plenty more that can happen between now and then. I wouldn't worry about that. No, I must admit, Clark, it was because I was also thinking, remember to delete this stream. Remember to delete this stream. Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that. Yeah, I reckon Le Pen might get it this time. The French election system is designed to stop radicals. It's designed to stop them. But good Lord, look at France. I mean, do you really think all the liberals are going to get together to say, no, we want to keep it like it is? No, we want more of this. No, let's not have anyone making any radical changes. No, they fuck. So it'll be very interesting. Very interesting. But they don't, that is a fatal strategy long down the line. There's plenty that can happen before then and now. And all this talk of war, I mean, talk to someone who's been to war before you start going, war. I get it that you think that war is a solution, but a war in Europe between people who have enriched us and the natives will go on for fucking years, decades, if not ever. It's the last thing we want. It really is the last thing you want. I always find that really, really pisses me off, that one. War, we need war. Or you won't get what you want. You think it's going to be like war used to be, where there'll be a land invasion and a few helicopters and they'll drop a few bombs. No, that won't happen. It will go on for fucking ever. Yeah, generations. It will go on for generations. Anyway, right. So listen, if you're a bit squeamish, you're going to want to put your fingers in your ears, because we have correctly identified Simon Webb's oyster hunting. Now, history debunked. He's now known for this. He likes to clear his throat. Now, we all do it. If you talk for an hour or 2 minutes in Simon's case, you are occasionally going to go. But there's a big difference between going Simon. So let's just have a look. So fingers in ears if this ain't your cup of tea. Right. Just to let you know, we are fingers in your ears if you're eating or you own it or isn't your cup of tea. Here we go. Take it away, Simon.
If that was not bad enough, mention was also made of a prize for which BLM had not only been nominated, but that.
Why doesn't he just stop? That needs retaking, Simon. Simon, it's a 4-minute video. Just do it again. And he does it so often. Now, there is a reason I played that to you, apart from ruining your week. I was with this story is nothing to do with that kind of thing. So ears back out, not a problem. Hello, hang on a minute. What? Are you sure, Alan? You over there on the old Twitcher Trooney? He is over there. Look at how. Good Lord. Hello, mate. Right. Listen. Oh, you've never noticed before. He does it every other video. That would be his way out of it. Yeah, but he'd even get one there, wouldn't he? Hello. BLM has been. No. He's doing a Jamie. It happens all the time. He does it on every other video. Now, I'm not talking about that anymore. So, fingers out your ears. I'm not going to say anything more gross, because I'm grossed out by that sort of thing. I do understand it. But and again, this isn't this. It's related, but it's not about that sort of thing. So I was driving along with a mate, a friend of mine called Andy, and he's about 70 now. Lovely bloke, really love him. I've got to call him actually. And as we were driving down the where were we? We were driving down the Wandsworth Road, I think. And this old boy of about 70 was walking up towards us. He had his trousers up, like almost covering his nipples, right? You know, he had his trousers like up here, you know, with the button and the fly there, right? And oh, you've noticed I'm using my crama as a skirt today. Oh yeah, right. He had his trousers right up there. You could see his haggard old. You know, he was splitting the difference, so to speak. There was definitely two parts to that three-part situation, and his back was bent a bit, and he had like a Tesco shopping bag, and he was going right as he walked along, and he had like one hair left on his head that was blowing in the wind. And I said to my mate Andy, and this is an interesting story. I said to my mate Andy, who was about the same age as that fella. I said to him, I said, "Oh, Andy, look at this fella. Look at the state of it." I said, "What makes you, you know, what makes you degenerate into that absolute catastrophe of aesthetic appearance or just aesthetics?" And Andy said this to me, and he actually shut me up. Oh no, he had no socks on and a pair of old sort of plastic sort of slippers, right? And Andy said this to me. Andy said to me, he went, "Are you joking?" He went, "Look at him." He went, "He don't give a shit." He went, "That man has completely separated himself from ego. He doesn't care. Doesn't care what you think about how he looks. Not interested in how. Not interested in how you think he looks." He went, "He's 70 odd years old. He's probably worked in a factory for 40 years. He spent his life having people tell him what to do. He's been fucked every which way through taxes and immigration and this and that. And he's now got to an age," yes, Alan, "he's now got an age," yes, CC. He went, "He's now got to an age where he's not concerned with that sort of shit. He's gone down to the co-op. He's bought himself something to eat, and now he's going home." And I actually had to think about that, because I'm all about, I love all that ego separation thing, you know. And now there was a part of me thinking, yeah, it's a nice angle, Andy, but he might just be mental. But you know, even then, you know, what is mental in that situation? You know, is this geezer who's been, you know, trying to present himself well and probably had to present himself well for work for all his life? You know, is he going to sit around in shops looking at nice pair of trousers? What one's going to fit him? Is he going to do all this? Or is he just going to get something that's so ridiculously comfortable he doesn't have to bend over to do them up because they come up to his tits? And yeah, egoless. And I suddenly thought, you know, and this is why Buddhas, and I say Buddha, not Buddhists, because the idea, I found this out recently. Buddha, your original Buddha, didn't want to make Buddhists. There's no such thing as Buddhists. Buddha wanted to create Buddhas. Buddha wanted to create Buddhas, not Buddhists, not people who follow the Buddha. No, people who are Buddha, people who have that spirituality about them. And that's why they shave their heads, and that's why they wear a cloth. It's just a cloth. It's as basic as it gets. Drape that cloth over you, shave your head. You don't care. Not interested in all that. Load of my missus, her sister's kids all went off to the temple a few months ago, had all their hair shaved off. And when the little ones have all their hair shaved off, they leave a little bit at the front to show that they're newbies, to show that they're noobs. It was all quite sweet watching them all walk off in their robes crying because they had to leave home. What a lovely thing to do to 14, 15 they are. You get off down that temple and you start learning what life's about. And when you're done, you can come back. They go up there for like a year, 2 years. Amazing, amazing. Imagine what that would do for, places like Europe if people were sent off to actually learn about their spiritual side. And your spirit, this isn't all airy fairy hippy drippy. Spiritual is just a sense of being peace, a sense of having peace with yourself. And as we know, because we've talked about it, we live in a culture where people are addicted to fucking ice, addicted to cocaine, to heroin, to alcohol, to wanking, to porn, to eating, to not eating, bulimia, anorexia, to thieving. Riddled with it. Our culture is riddled with it. Our culture is riddled with the manifestations of a group of people that don't feel at peace with themselves. I had a mate. He sometimes watches this channel. Bless you, mate, if you're watching. We should catch up soon. And he got married in Thailand to a woman. He fell in love in Thailand, and he married her. And you hear all the time, well, you can't be a nationalist and have a foreign woman. The numbers are so small. Outliers do it. Outliers. I told you the other day, someone said to me, the white nationalist movement in England is a fucking joke. Everyone's got Asian girlfriends. And I went, well, go on, name them. And he went, well, there's you, there's Hugh, there's fucking, I can't even remember his name. He stopped making content and he just kind of disappeared. What's his name? Oh, fuck, what's his name? Shit, I can't even remember the fella's name. What's the lad's name? He's kind of disappeared. Me, Hugh, Jakes. That's it, Jakes. Me, he went, there's you, there's Hugh, there's Jakes and Latte. Well, this was before Ayatollah come out. And even if we can put Ayatollah in it, I went, all right then, so there's 4. I went, how many nationalists do you reckon there are in England? and you're not talking about nationalists here, you're talking about YouTubers. So 4. That's your problem, is it? That's massive, is it? It's really, there's hardly any. As you know, as nationalists, people like to be around their own. It's an outlier move to a race mix. It's just ridiculous. Turley's wife is Japanese. Turley ain't a nationalist. Turley. I do like him though. I do like him. What do you mean, what's wrong with nationalists? I'm a fucking nationalist. Nothing. Well, of course, Illuminati. So I have to obviously try and keep that down. Right, I've got something else to show you. No, I bloody haven't fallen out with Sarah. I spoke to her the other day we were speaking about 3 hours. Listen, I can't tell you certain things. She might be watching this. That's not why I'm not telling you, by the way. She's got a lot going on, really good, positive stuff. And so, no, you're all right, mate. That's a fair question. She used to come on this channel every other day. and she hasn't been been on here for a while. No, not at all. She's probably at the moment, along with Dan and Hugh, she's like my best friend in this whole movement. I love her to death. You know, I have a wonderful relationship with Sarah, and it means a lot to me. Well, that's the other thing. But the thing is, Urbaderba, I don't feel like I even need that excuse. It's an outlier move. It's just an outlier move. You know, it doesn't concern. It doesn't really. It's not an issue. It's a bit like, and I know people will get shitty with me about this. It's a bit like people talking about the immigrants coming over the water. You know, I get it. It makes good footage. It makes good content. Look, there's another load in a dinghy. But they're a drop in the ocean. They're an absolute drop in the ocean compared with the amount the government are planning to let in. You know, it's nothing. It really is. Sarah's not coming in until I clean the mirror. We'll grab her on here for a stream. But listen, here's the point. She's doing things. There you go. There you go. That's kind of why I'm not interested in a couple of boatloads. DOA is very busy with really, really good things, and bless her. And I'm telling you what, being a YouTuber is hard work because it's toxic. People will, excuse my English, cunt you off at every opportunity. And if you think it's hard doing it being a bloke, it's hard for someone like Sarah, believe me. So, you know, but she's just very busy. All rock lover, I'm with you, mate. I'm just going to wait till I get a few more entropies and I'll deal with them all together, because then I don't have to do so many cut and paste. No, she's not bloody pregnant. Oh, you wouldn't believe it. I don't like to moan. Look, I've been kidnapped. I've been tortured. I've had guns put in my mouth. I've been shot at. Having a couple of spurgs on the internet call me names is water off a duck's back. And I'd rather attract the flack than some of the younger people in the movement, and the women get it. But yeah, it's fucking toxic. People are assholes. Internet is asshole. Anyway, there you go. Right. I'm going to show you something. I know that we don't want to talk about this too much, but it is still going on. I am buying GameStop today. I have found a way around it. So, yeah, pretty much. And his little bunch of cronies. Right. We have got to look at a little bit of the whole Robin Hood GameStop thing, but it's quite significant. So let's have a little look at this video. Okay, I'm only going to show you a couple of minutes, but check this out. You know what I've been talking about? I've been talking about the synchronicity between what big tech are doing, what the Beijing Biden admin are doing, by what the hedge fund people are doing, by, you know, all of this illusion I've been talking about, this wrenching of truth from reality, and for the first time ever since the Greek city-state, through the control of writing, through the control of the printing press, through the control of the media, and then bang, 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 the internet came along and it changed everything. So what we've got going on now, see you later, John. What we've got coming on now is very different, because now we know they're lying, and still they're going to give us a different narrative. They know we know they're lying. We know it's bullshit, but we're going to have but they're still doing it because they think we're stupid. They think we can't collectivize. Check this out. Check this out, and be prepared to have your mind blown, because this is quite something. Like I say, we're only going to play about 2 minutes of it, but you're going to get the idea.
Meantime, we're also watching Facebook and the crackdown. The social media giant shutting down popular stock trading group Robinhood Stock Traders. Its founder calling this a backlash for conversations that buoyed shares of GameStop and other companies this week. Now, Facebook saying that the 157,000 member group was shut down for violating policies, something that the group founder denies. Joining me now, former U.S. Acting Attorney General Matt Whitaker.
Can you believe that? Can you believe what they've done? Facebook have closed down a Robinhood investment fund group on Facebook because they broke some rules. What a peculiar time for them to have broken rules. What a peculiar time for Facebook to decide to ban the 137,000 strong investment group on Facebook. It's just absurd. Oh no, they've broken the rules, and they just so happened to do it the week after the hedge funds lost billions. It's just incredible. We'll watch a bit more and see what this fella has to say. But I mean, does that not blow your mind? Is that not just what the fuck? Really? What the fuck is going on? They are preventing collective action. These people are colluding. Facebook are now colluding with market manipulation, but only market manipulation from the hedge funds, not the man in the street. Yeah, I'll show you a bit more.
Lots to talk about when it comes to Facebook. Matt, great to see you this morning. Let's start with this specifically when it comes to Facebook. This is another one of these things. Should they or shouldn't they be imposing these rules on people having conversations? And every time, might I add, when they don't like something, they want to take it down. It's always, well, you violated the rules.
Well, and it's also in coordination with other players in the economy that they seem to work with, whether it's Twitter or whether it's, sort of this Robinhood and GameStop issue that's been going on for the last several days. But, really, at the end of the day, Facebook stands in a very dangerous spot where they can suppress speech. And then this oversight board that they've empowered can look at it after the fact and determine whether that decision to suppress that speech was right. And in 4 or 5 cases this oversight board just looked at, they determined that the algorithm had not properly taken the post down. And so, this, whether it's deplatforming something like this chat about Robinhood and GameStop, or whether it's deplatforming President Trump's Facebook page. I mean, all these things are very concerning and are really a challenge to free speech and our First Amendment constitutional rights.
Yeah, this is also interesting,
and the important thing he said there, was the way it works across many platforms. I can't remember the word he used offhand, but it's coordinated. So it's not just Facebook; other platforms are doing it. It's just incredible. What? And you don't think someone got on the phone to Zuckerberg and said, "Oi, if you've got any pages, if you've got any groups, if you've got any investment groups, if you've got any of this GameStop lot, if you've got any Robinhood groups, they've got to go, mate." And Zuckerberg said, "Yeah, no problem. We got enough small print. We've got the small print to get rid of anyone. Don't worry, mate. I'll do it later. Anyway, you coming for lunch later? We'll keep our money if you don't mind." Mind blown. Mind blown. And again, I can't stress this point enough. No one is looking at that and saying, "Oh yeah, no, they've broken the rules. They've broken the rules." It's nothing to do with them absolutely squeezing the hedge fund shorting. It's nothing to do with that. No, I mean, I know it looks a bit dodgy because it's like 4 or 5 days after the event, but that's just, you know, that was just a coincidence. It's shocking. It's shocking. And don't get me wrong, people. These ain't black pills. These are white pills. The system is failing. It has got to the point, from big tech, from Beijing Biden, from the MSN, which is the propaganda mouthpiece for all of this, right down to this whole Robin Hood thing. Here's what's happening. Everyone can see it. And here's what they're telling you is happening. Now, in the past, it was going to end up like that. With here's what they're telling you is happening. But today, it's like that. And that tells you one thing. They don't care. They don't care you know they're lying. They don't care that you know they're looking after themselves. They don't care that you ain't that you're losing out here. They just don't care. And this hasn't happened before. And this is beautiful, because what this does, exactly, Alan, we played the clip yesterday, and then we played the second clip. You know, don't worry, you don't need a heart, Lefty. You can just have a participation badge. You don't need a brain. You just need a certificate. It was awesome. Yes, Ian, exactly. And we made a video about that, didn't we? The arrogance of these people. And exactly that, Alan, exactly that. Well, they're all three. They're the Holy Trinity, aren't they? Girlfriend's on the phone. She's moving today, bless her. It's the Holy Trinity. Hello, my love. You had your first shower in your house? Do you want to say hello to my friend? Hello, my friend. Darling, give me about 15 minutes. Give me about 15 minutes. 15. Bye, darling. Bye. I love you too. Oh, she's had a shower in her new pad. Sorry about those interruptions, but she's literally just moved into her new house. No. She knows I've got to work today. It's Monday. I've got a business to run. There's no helping her out. I said to her, I'll take the day off work, and I said, why don't you move Sunday? And she said, no, I don't need you there. And she actually said, I don't want you there. She said, I want to move into my house. And bless her, she said, I know what you're like. You'll start telling me what to do. Hello, darling. Why don't you put this there? Why don't we paint the walls? Why don't we do that? And she'll be there going, why don't you fuck off? Here's the thing. They are this massive new exposure is gonna cause problems. This is out now. I've said the same thing I've said countless times. When the internet came out in about, let's say, year 2000, when it was popularized, when there wasn't that big tech, that sort of big tech barrier to getting on it, about 2000, that's the cat out the bag. The cat had kittens. Those kittens had kittens, and now they're running wild. And these fuckers, look, these people, the media, the mainstream media, big tech, the Biden administration, and now all these hedge fund people, they're not stupid, but they've looked at what they can do. They've analysed what can we do now, and the only thing they could come up with is to blatantly lie, because it's all they've got left. You know, you'd have thought they could have done all sorts of things with all that power and all that money, but all they've been able to do is you see black and they're telling you it's red. They're asking you how much that is, and you're saying 4, and they're going, no, it's 5. That is what they're left with, and that is weak. That is a position of incredible weakness. All they've got is to lie to you. It's beautiful. And I will tell you now, and I will, you know, bosh, pang, pang, pang. I'll put my reputation on this. 4 or 5 years down the line, they will look at the last few weeks. They will look at basically from the Fry direction to the Robin Hood thing, this recent period of a couple of months, as the start of the undoing of the globalist machine. We are witnessing the beginnings of the undoing of the globalist machine, which is brilliant for nationalists because, you know, we've let them do it themselves. You know, we've been sitting around looking at strategies, and we've been sitting around looking at tactics, and which is necessary, which is required, which has almost certainly had a part to play in all of this. You know, we've the people that we've woken up for sure, but the bottom line is they've done this to themselves, and it's incredible. This is the start of the undoing of the globalist machine. I am absolutely putting my reputation on that. Yes, now you can say Brexit was part of it, Trump was part of it, but it's only been recently where there's this just astonishing, as the astonishing balls of these people. Oh no, we had to ban the Robinhood traders group on Facebook because they were breaking the rules. They weren't fucking breaking them last week, were they? They weren't breaking them the week before. It would appear they're breaking them when you don't want people collectivizing. But you know, they can fuck off because there's you look, you can't shut people down. This is the other thing. Oh, when they come for Alex Jones, well, they shut him down. No, they didn't. Alex Jones hasn't been shut down. Alex Jones is making content every day. There's countless places to talk. It's over. It's over for them. If you get shut down, you just go somewhere else and do it. Brilliant. Mr. Coy. All right, I will get the last couple of entropies up. I've got yours, Margin. I'm very impressed with people using entropy. We ain't giving Susan too much money. And I get it. If you can't do that, super chats are still massively appreciated. But you know, we know how much we don't like these platforms, so why give them money? And twice as much money than entropy take. Is Alan off? See you later, Alan. No, for sure, but he's still going. And Kajetil, listen, he had millions of fans, and where he's I mean, I don't know if I think Stefan gave up on it all, but Stefan done his work. Stefan done his work. He gave up on it, but the amount of fans you have is largely symbolic. I've got 20,000. I mean, they're whipping 500 a month off me. I've got 20,000 at the moment. But how many views do my videos get? 1,000, 2,000? If I have a guest on, maybe 3,000. You know, even when Devon Tracy hit 100,000, I said to him, "Congratulations, man." And he said, "Well, it's symbolic, isn't it?" He said, "I get about 3,000 views." So, you know, when someone gets banned from YouTube and they turn up on BitChute, and you're like, "Hang on a minute," on YouTube, they had like 200,000 viewers. On BitChute, they've only got 30,000. You know, look how many they've lost. Well, no, the people who actually watch the content have gone over to BitChute. Those numbers don't really count. Stefan's loaded. He's done his bit. He's well, there is that. He has got his own free domain radio and he's on BitChute. There you go. There's your answer. And when people, why, thank you, Linda. I hope you're talking to me. You know, that numbers are largely look at PewDiePie's numbers. Look how many people watch his streams. There's a significant difference. Yeah, I haven't been doing it correctly, but I am working it out. Right, okay. Let's have a look at these bad boys, because that's very kind of you. Good to see you as well, Mr. Coy. I haven't checked my emails yet, so I don't know if you've written to me as requested. Mike Hoy drops 25. Thank you, Mike. He says the system we share is fucked. I can buy 4 ray of land in my Mike's missus's Thai. I can buy 4 ray of land in my wife's town of Trang in Thailand. I'm going to sooner or later. Not sure, but I feel it will help me. You know what, Mike? I looked at buying land in Thailand through a girlfriend and doing the old rubber trees, because the rubber trees in Thailand is quite an earner. But nice one. Get me that email. We can Skype if you want, son. Margin Walker drops a Lady Godiva, and he says, never let people you don't know who criticize your personal life get to you. It's the saddest thing to do, really, especially as a man. Yeah, there you go. It's water off a duck's back. But Margin Walker, you got to remember, some of these people who are getting it are like 19, 20. And, you know, remember when you were 19, 20 and you're full of testosterone and the idea of staying, I don't buy it. You know, the only time I ever bit was with that donut who I got to come on because I knew I'd give him enough rope and he'd hang himself, and he did. But I don't respond to him. So, yeah, but for young men, that's quite the challenge. But nice one for the donation. Oh, Rock Lover, it's late here, can't stay long, just wanted to say hello to you and the Scrubs. Hello, mate, nice to see you. Your absence has been noted, but I'm guessing you're working. So thank you very much, people, much appreciated. Much appreciated. Now, I think I might have another video for you. Let me just check. No, I'm telling you, Martin, jokes aside, I've got friends who bought land in Thailand, set up those rubber tree plants, made nothing about them, made nothing out of them for like 25 years, and now are absolutely raking it in. Am I missing out? Is there some kind of joke that I'm not understanding here? Right, I think I've got another video. Oh, that's very kind of you, John. Yeah, smash a bit of like action. I've got that, Mr. Coy, and I'll be showing that in a minute. But email me and let's have a Skype. I'm going to give you a right talking to. No, I'm not. I'm going to chat with you like we did before. If you want, the offer's there, as you know, and it always has been. Right, let me see if I did have another video for you. Did anyone see the Woodlanders video? Don't listen to the detractors. Lovely little video. No, I think I haven't got it. My history doesn't work, so I can't actually even know if I can show you. Good Lord, I've been watching a lot of this Robin Hood stuff. I tell you I have. I'll tell you what I have done, by the way, and this will come as quite a shock to you. I've finally discovered Nirvana. You know, I couldn't go anywhere near them while the hype was on. But you know what? 30 years after the event, I've discovered Nirvana. I've always liked that Lead Belly song, "My Girl, My Girl." Where did you sleep last night? And when I heard Nirvana doing it, and I'm going to do that, so I'm going to sing that for Mrs. Me in it. But oh, I'm getting my guitar sent over. People, whoa! It turns out that FedEx, if you buy a hard case, and this was put onto me by a scrub, by the way, if you buy a proper hard case, and FedEx will put it in a big box and they'll fill it up with foam, and apparently they can send instruments. So, and this is the weird thing, the guitar I bought, my lovely guitar that I lent to Mark, apparently it's gone up in value. I mean, whoever thought that? It is a Fender, yeah. It's a Fender parlor guitar. I like parlor guitars. I like the size of them. I like the sound of them. But I'm getting it sent over, so you are gonna be most unimpressed because I will be singing some songs. But I have just discovered Nirvana, so there you go. Right, I have got a little video I want to show you. Unfortunately, it is where is it? Unfortunately, it is if I can find it. Oh, for God's sake, my history is just so screwed. Where is it? Here he goes. Unfortunately, it is Alex Belfield, and I know he doesn't keep everyone happy, but we're going to watch a couple of minutes of Belfield because it's quite funny. Good call, CC, but no. Here is a little bit of Alex Belfield, and what he's got to say is rather interesting. Here we go. Mike, I'm on that one, mate. I'm just going to do this, and then we'll have a look at it.
World for a Saturday night, and the breaking news today then that I predicted months ago is that petulant Meghan Malarkey, the manipulator, will not accompany her husband, Harry, the hostage victim, who was taken to LA and shoved in one of those 16 bathrooms, saving water at all times. We never flush the toilet or run a bath. Don't you worry about that. And when he does run a bath, by the way, he always keeps his underpants on because he doesn't like looking down on the unemployed. Anyway, that wasn't why you called. So the big news then is that this Mishkite will not be coming with his wife. Why? Because she'd rather stay in LA with baby Archie and make money on Netflix and go for dinner with showbiz tarts. Yes, that's who Meghan is. Classy, right? This is an unbelievable slight on the royal family in a year when Her Majesty the Queen becomes 95 and her husband, the grandfather to Prince Harry, becomes 100. Meghan Malarkey cannot be bothered to get on a plane to come here. Trust me, if it was dinner with Elton John, she'd be here quicker than you could say, sign a prenup, please, Harry. You know what I'm saying? This woman seems to me to be all about her from the very beginning. As we know, she even tried to get a date with Piers Morgan. Imagine stooping so low. What does this say about the woman herself? Well, she's tried to date everyone, it seems, over the years. Endless text messages and ways of contacting famous people by social media, and she finally got her little ginger prince.
So, yeah, I know he's not everyone's cup of tea, but Meghan Malarkey, manipulator Markle, is absolutely fantastic. So Harry's coming back. There's loads going on with the royal family, and that wench isn't going to accompany him. Doesn't like England, doesn't like English people, doesn't like the royal family, doesn't really like him, doesn't really like her husband. Let's be honest. This is yeah, Aaron. She's not interested in him. This is the whole thing has just been a blag. The whole she's a socialite. I give it what, 2 years before that divorce happens, and she manages to get a 100 million settlement, and I mean, have you seen her and him talking together? Did you hear Belfield say that when he has a bath, he wears his pants because he doesn't like to look down at the unemployed? Oh, no one likes her. No one likes her. She's an evil, obvious. She's a Bengal Lancer, and it's been absolutely proven. And I can't. Yep, read about that. Yep, she's got the lot going. She's got the classic. She's got the classic three-pronged attack. She's got the Machiavellianism, she's got the psychopathy, and she's got the narcissism. She's an absolute fraud. It's all been about the money, and it's all been about, I was married to a prince, and that's it. She's totally untrustworthy, transparent as hell. And she's one of those people that we've all known this, because we all knew these women at school. And this isn't me picking on women, because they were also arsehole boys, but we all knew these women at school. They don't even like themselves. So what they do to compensate for that is just try and pin themselves to people that other people do like. It's a shocker. And she's not coming back. She's not coming with him. Absolutely awful. You know, once she's dumped him, here, look, I'll put $1 on it. I'll do a sportsman's bet. Here, there's the hand of the Scrubs there. Oh, that's quite convincing, isn't it? There's the, hello everyone, there's the hand of the Scrubs. I'll do you $1 bet. After him, it will be a film star, a movie director, an actor, a musician. Of course it will. Of course it will. It's all it's about. It's all she's ever been about. Absolutely. The transparency of evil. Good God. Good Lord. Right. I've just got to quickly do a bit of this. My girl, my girl. Now, people, Mike Coy already dropped me 25 quid. He's just dropped me a bullseye on entropy, and he says just because, which is very nice of you, Mike. What I would rather have, though, is you contact me. Now, I haven't checked my email since we spoke briefly on here yesterday, so I'm going to hold back. But I will be contacting you today for sure. And thank you very much, Mike. Thank you very much. And if you do get some land out in Thailand, make it work. Make it work. Thank you, Mike. That's very kind. But I'm over minimum wage today. Thank you very much. Hello, Robert. Yeah, it's madness. If you get the chance to go back to the nation of which your husband is a prince, and there's loads of things going on, like your father-in-law's birthday and all sorts of things, and a nation in crisis, a nation in lockdown crisis, you know, that's part of your job. You do that. You turn up, you show your face. You don't snub the entire nation. She hates England. She hates English people. This was just she just married a prince, and she dines out on it. You know, she's out and about in LA. She'll be on her back fucking every night with some other rando, and it'll just be, you know, and they'll only be fucking her. Oh, I fucked the prince's wife last night. She was a bit horrible in that, but you know, still married to a prince. Fuck the English, literally. No, it's shocking. Absolutely shocking. What an awful thing she is, and you know, and it's all this illusion again. We live in a world of illusion. It's just an illusion. Yeah, let's have a little look, because that I caught a bit of it this morning, but I was having to get stuff prepared for the show. Yeah, no, you're right. No, for sure she does. The European housewife. Give us a 1 in the chat if you've seen footage of her and Harry together and got the impression that she fucking hates him. Not a little suspicion, but you think that he's the most cuck of all cucks, who will do anything she says just so that she might smile at him once a day. It's so obvious. There you go. There you go. What a surprise. A sea of ones. She doesn't like him at all. She's not interested in him. He could have had spina bifida, 1 leg, 4 eyes, tentacles for hands, and she'd have married him, because she still gets what she got out of it. Oh, I didn't know that's happened. I bet you the West had put pressure on this. So people who don't know, Aung San Suu Kyi has been detained, and there is now a military junta taking power in Myanmar. This is big. This might be, oh God. Now the question is, will this junta continue what she was doing with the Rohingya, or will they reverse what she's been doing? Let's have a look. It's only 2 minutes. Apologise that it's Al Jazeera, but it's a couple of minutes, so let's have a look. This looks massive. Good Lord. Good Lord. I didn't know it was anything like this. I'm gutted that they've detained her.
The military made its move in the early hours of the morning, detaining Myanmar's democratically elected leader Aung San Suu Kyi and other senior figures from the ruling party. Suu Kyi's NLD government won November's election by a landslide, but accusations of electoral fraud led to tension between the civilian government and the military.
What my sense is that the hardliners have the upper hand in the internal military struggles, but also that they've gone back to their Chinese sponsors and said, look, this is where we're thinking of going with this. And the Chinese government, which is not inclined to support democracy, has said, you have our backing.
The political crisis began last Tuesday when a military spokesman refused to rule out the possibility of a coup. The following day, Myanmar's military chief stoked fears when he said the constitution should be repealed if it was not abided by. As tensions reached their peak on Saturday, the military issued a new statement saying the commander-in-chief's comments had been misinterpreted and pledged to protect the constitution. But just hours later, emboldened by rumours, hundreds of protesters gathered in Yangon at a pro-military rally, where speeches welcomed a coup with the support of the people.
There is no legal basis for the military to take over. While the military may claim there are certain powers in the constitution that allows it to do this, that's very much open to interpretation. And it's fairly clear that in terms of a constitutional emergency, that power largely lies with the president and not with the commander-in-chief.
More than a dozen countries, including the US and the UK, have urged Myanmar to adhere to democratic norms. This military coup will likely lead to more sanctions. The NLD has called on the military to accept the will of the people and has asked its supporters to stay calm. On the same day a new parliament was due to open in Myanmar, the fate of the country's democracy is uncertain. Victoria Gatenby, Al Jazeera.
Fucking hell, man. Fucking hell. Whoa. Well, I mean, this is going to put the Guardianistas in a very strange position, isn't it? Because they hate her. They hate her now. Oh, but who are they going to side with now? Are they going to side with what appears to be a Chinese-backed military junta, or her? Good Lord. Good Lord, poor old Myanmar. What a nation of turmoil. Feel for those people. But one thing I will say, I wonder whether those Rohingya will let themselves out now. I wonder whether they'll make their own movements out. Good Lord, I'm gonna have to look into that. Wow, well that I've got to start a day's work really, but that's certainly going to be playing in the background. Good Lord, what a life that woman's had! What a life that woman's had. They've shot her. They've done the lot. She's been in solitary. She got democratically elected. Fucking hell! You know, I've got nothing but respect for that woman, and she's a nationalist as well. That has to be said. Yeah, but how are they going to spin it? How are they going to spin it? Oh, not that one. That one. How are they going to spin it, Tony? That's the question. Lord knows. All right, people. Well, look, an interesting stream. I hope you've enjoyed it. We've had 250 people in for the duration, which has been lovely. I'll be streaming later today at about 3 o'clock UK time. It'll be an absolute pleasure to see you here. I don't know, maybe bring some friends. Tell all your leftist friends to pop in. They'll have a lovely time. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you to everyone who donated. Thank you to everyone who engaged in the chat. Thank you to the most delightfuls and the lurkers who played their part. And I'll see you all at about 3 o'clock UK time this afternoon. It will be lovely. Ta-da!
All the world loves a lover. All the girls in every land are meant to know the joy of loving is to live in the world of man love. There's a someone who's waiting for you. Soon the world will be yours for a time.
Oh, yeah. This afternoon, it's the yoga stream. Well, not yoga. It'll be the advanced, it'll be the basic stretching. Get your loose fitting or tight stretchy clothes ready. At 3 o'clock today, we are going to be doing our stretching stream. I will see you then. Plenty of liquid in you. Don't eat. Don't eat. Don't eat. You need to eat about 2 hours at least before the stream. Ta-da!
Music starts to play, night will turn to day, darkness disappears when the one you love is near. You're in man love. All the world loves a lover. All the girls in every land are meant to know joy of loving is to live in the world of man love. There's a place that is waiting for you, a world where the best in life is free, where time is always spring, happiness is king. The dreams you dream come true when the one you love loves you. You're in man love.
Get your yoga mats ready. Get your nice loose clothing ready. Don't eat for 2 hours beforehand or you're going to have a nightmare. And we'll have a nice, relaxed, stretching stream. It'll be a real laugh. Look after yourselves. I'll see you later. Ta-da!
All the world loves a lover. All the girls.
Another good idea would be to have a bath or a shower beforehand because it warms your bones and your muscles up.
In the world of man love.
Go on, go and stretch down your own end and no farting.